A sharp bang echoed through the narrow hallway as Liam shoved open the living room door, confused by the raised voices shaking the house. His pulse kicked up the moment he saw everyone gathered, his father standing stiff like a judge, his mother clutching her robe, his cousin Joel pacing. His sister Ava sat on the couch with her face buried in her hands, sobbing so hard the sound cracked through the air. Before Liam could speak, his father slammed a folded sheet of paper on the table so hard it bounced. "Explain this," he barked, jabbing a finger at the paper. Liam blinked, stepping closer. "Explain what? I literally just walked in." His mother's voice quivered. $7,000 is gone from the emergency account. All of it. And Ava told us what you did." Liam froze. "What I did? What are you talking about?" Ava lifted her head slowly. Mascara streaked across her cheeks, her eyes red and swollen like she'd been crying for hours. The moment she looked at him, something inside Liam twisted. She looked afraid, but the kind of fear that didn't belong to him. Not unless she was lying. She swallowed hard, voice barely above a whisper. "Liam, you took it. You said you needed it for a car repair and you'd put it back. I didn't want to say anything, but Mom and Dad found out and—" "What?" Liam staggered back a step, the accusation hitting him like a punch. "Ava, what are you talking about? I haven't asked you for a single naira. Why would you lie like that?" His father snapped. "Don't raise your voice at her. She didn't want to get you in trouble, but this is serious. 7,000, Liam. 7. Liam's breath shook as he tried to understand what was happening. "I didn't take anything. I don't even have access to that account." Ava wiped her eyes dramatically, shaking her head. You borrowed my phone. Remember? 2 nights ago, you logged into the bank app. I didn't think anything of it at the time, but now—" "I never touched your phone!" Liam yelled. "Ava, stop lying!" Joel stepped between them like he expected a fight. "Bro, just admit it. They're willing to let it go if you pay it back. Nobody's calling the police." "The police?" Liam shot back. "Why would anyone call the police? I didn't do anything." His mother looked away, unable to hold his gaze. "Your father wants to. I'm trying to keep the family together." Liam's heart dropped. "You think I'd steal from you? From my own family?" Ava burst into fresh tears, shaking uncontrollably. "I didn't want this. I didn't want to be the reason everyone's fighting." Liam stared at her, stunned. The words were perfect. Too perfect. Like she had rehearsed them. A sickening realization crept into him. She had been preparing this moment. His father snapped again. "We are giving you 1 week to return the money. 1. After that, you're out of this house." Liam almost laughed at how absurd it sounded. "Wait. You're kicking me out based on a story, without seeing a single piece of evidence?" His father pointed at the paper. "The evidence is right there. The transfer was authorized by Ava's device, and you were the only one who had her phone." Liam grabbed the paper and scanned it. "This proves nothing except where the transfer was done. It doesn't say who did it." Ava's voice softened, trembling. "Liam, why would you put me in this position?" He stared at her for a long, silent moment, trying to force his brain to believe this wasn't happening. Ava, his sister, who he defended constantly, who he trusted, who he believed loved him, was lying to his face. And the worst part was how easily everyone believed her. He lowered the paper slowly. "I'm going to the bank tomorrow. And when I prove I didn't touch a thing, you're all going to regret treating me like this." His father scoffed. "Go to the bank. It won't change the fact that the money is gone. Fix it or leave." Liam's jaw tightened with anger he fought to contain. "Fine." He walked past them toward the staircase. No one called after him. No one asked if he was okay. No one cared. Ava's quiet sniffles followed him like a taunt. As soon as he reached his room, he locked the door and sat on the bed, his hands shaking. He replayed the scene in his mind, trying to find any moment that made sense. But everything pointed to one truth. Ava had framed him. And not by accident. She had planned it. The next morning, he arrived at the bank the moment the doors opened. The customer service officer tapped her keyboard while Liam waited, his stomach in knots. Finally, she said, "The transfer was done from a mobile device registered to an account belonging to Ava Dawn." Liam exhaled sharply. "Right. But can you see which user profile logged in?" "One moment." She scrolled. "Yes, it was her username. No secondary login detected." Liam blinked. "So she logged in herself?" "It appears so." He leaned forward. "Is it possible someone used her password from another device?" "Only if they knew her exact login details. But the transfer was made using the device's fingerprint scanner as well." Liam froze. "Fingerprint?" "Yes." He stood abruptly. "Thank you. That's all I needed." As he walked out of the bank, the truth hit him fully. Ava didn't just make up a story. She personally executed the transfer. Her fingerprint. Her device. Her login. And she still blamed him. He headed home, but halfway there he stopped. He remembered something. Ava had been acting strange lately. New shoes, new phone, new bag. Things she couldn't afford. Something was off. He turned around and headed toward the bus stop instead. If Ava stole $7,000, the question wasn't how. It was why. And Liam was going to find out, even if it tore the family apart. Liam didn't go home. Not yet. Every instinct told him the truth was waiting somewhere else, somewhere Ava didn't want him looking. He replayed her trembling voice, the staged tears, the perfectly timed, "I didn't want to say anything." It felt like a script. He boarded the next bus toward the mall district, remembering the moment she'd lied about where she was going 2 days earlier. She'd claimed she was meeting a friend for lunch, but she came home hours later smelling like cheap cologne that definitely didn't belong to anyone in the family. He got off at a stop near a block of rundown apartments. He didn't know the exact unit, but he remembered the direction she'd been walking when she told him, "Don't follow me, I'm running late." Back then, he didn't think much of it. Now he wondered if that was the beginning of everything. He walked down the street, scanning the faces of people passing by, until he saw something that made his stomach drop. Ava's blue tote bag lying on the sidewalk outside one of the buildings. The same one she'd been carrying yesterday. He picked it up, checking inside. Lip gloss. A half-eaten snack bar. A crumpled receipt from a store he didn't recognize. And a small folded note. He opened it slowly. "You have until Friday. Don't embarrass yourself again. No name, no signature. Just those words." A cold shiver crawled up his spine. Someone was threatening her. But she didn't tell the family. She blamed him instead. He slipped the note into his pocket and looked around. A group of rough-looking guys stood near the entrance, but one in particular caught his attention. A tall man with a shaved head, scrolling through his phone. Liam recognized him from a photo Ava once quickly hid when he walked into her room months ago. He approached cautiously. "Hey, do you know Ava?" Liam asked. The man's eyes narrowed. "Who's asking?" "Her brother." The man smirked. "Huh. Didn't know she had one." Liam swallowed his irritation. "Have you seen her today?" "No," the man replied, leaning back against the wall. "But she better show up soon. She owes someone money." Liam's breath hitched. 7,000? The man raised a brow. "Maybe. What's it to you?" Everything clicked at once. Ava wasn't just lying. She was covering for this guy, or someone connected to him. Liam stepped closer. "Listen, my whole family thinks I stole the money because of her story. Just tell me what's going on." The man laughed under his breath. "What's going on is none of your business, kid. Ava made a deal. She didn't keep it, and now she's scrambling. If she dragged you into it, that's between you two. He turned away, dismissing Liam like he was insignificant. Liam clenched his jaw. She could ruin her life over this. That's her problem, the man replied. Before Liam could respond, a door opened behind them and Ava stepped out. She froze the moment she saw him. Her eyes widened, her hand tightening around the railing. "What are you doing here?" she whispered, panic flooding her face. Liam held up the tote bag. "Looking for answers." She grabbed the bag from him and hugged it to her chest. "You shouldn't be here. Go home." "We need to talk," he insisted. "Not here." The tall man snorted. "Your brother's got guts. Too bad he doesn't know when to shut up." Ava shot him a glare. "Leave him alone." Liam saw it clearly now. The guy wasn't just someone she knew. He had power over her. And she was terrified. Ava pushed Liam toward the street. "Please, just go. I'll explain later." He pulled his arm back. "Explain now. The bank told me everything. Your fingerprint authorized the transfer. You stole the money, Ava. You stole it and blamed me." Her lip trembled. "I didn't have a choice." "You always have a choice," Liam hissed. "You chose to throw me under the bus." She looked away, tears gathering again. But these weren't dramatic or staged. These were real, painful. "I'll fix it," she whispered. "I just need more time." "Time for what?" "For him?" Liam gestured at the man behind them. "Is he the one who threatened you?" Ava didn't answer. The man chuckled. "She owes money. End of story." Liam stood his ground. "She paid. With my reputation, with my relationship with our parents. She destroyed everything for you." The man shrugged. "Not my problem." Liam felt a flicker of rage in his chest. "If you don't back off, it will be your problem." Ava grabbed Liam's wrist, eyes wide. "Stop. You don't know what you're doing." He looked at her again, softer this time. "Then tell me, because I'm done being the villain you made me out to be." She hesitated. Pain flashed in her eyes, mixed with fear. Then she whispered, "Come with me. Please." She led him away from the building, down the street, until they reached a quiet corner. She leaned against a wall, struggling to breathe. "I messed up," she began. "I messed up so badly I don't know how to fix it. I got involved with someone I shouldn't have. He promised things. He needed help. I believed him. And when he threatened to hurt me if I didn't pay him back, I panicked." "So you stole the money," Liam said quietly. She nodded, wiping her eyes. "I didn't mean to blame you, I didn't think Mom and Dad would find out so fast. When they did, I panicked again. I said the first thing that came to my head. And once I said it, I couldn't take it back." Liam stared at her, his heart aching. "You don't just throw your brother under the bus like that." "I know," she whispered. "I was scared." "Scared enough to destroy me?" She covered her face with both hands. "I'm sorry." Liam stepped back, torn between anger and sympathy. "You need to tell the truth. Today. Right now." "I can't. He'll come after me." "I'll handle him." She looked up sharply. "Liam, you don't understand. He's dangerous. So am I when my family betrays me." Ava shook her head. "Liam, if I tell the truth, I'll lose everything. Mom and Dad will never forgive me." "And what about me?" he shot back. "What about what I'm losing?" Before Ava could answer, her phone buzzed aggressively. She glanced at the screen, color draining from her face. "It's him," she whispered. Liam stepped closer. "Answer it." "No," she said, voice trembling. "He told me if I don't bring more money by tomorrow, he'll come to the house." Liam's chest tightened. "Over my dead body." Ava's tears spilled again. "I don't know what to do." Liam took a steady breath. "I do." He didn't say the plan. He didn't need to, because he was already forming it. Liam didn't tell Ava his plan because he knew she'd try to stop him. She always froze when fear took over, and this situation was far beyond anything she could handle alone. He walked her home in silence, letting her cling to her bag like it was the only thing keeping her together. When they reached the house, he stopped at the gate. "Go inside," he said quietly. "Act normal. Don't tell anyone you saw me." Ava gripped his arm. "What are you going to do?" "Fix what you broke." She looked at him with eyes full of guilt and dread. "Please don't make this worse." Liam pulled her hand off gently. "It's already worse." He didn't wait for her to speak again. He turned and walked away, leaving her trembling by the door. He didn't go far. He circled the neighborhood until the lights in the house changed, indicating everyone was getting ready for bed. He knew Ava would avoid the living room. She'd hide in her room, afraid of slipping and letting the truth spill out. He used that time to gather everything: his phone, his power bank, the bank document, and the note he found in her bag. If this confrontation went sideways, he needed proof. But he also needed something else: a confession. Not from Ava. He already had her words, and he could get more later. He needed the guy, the man who controlled her, threatened her, used her. The man who made her feel like the only way out was destroying her own brother. Liam headed back to the apartment block, the night air cool on his skin, the streetlights flickering like they sensed the tension in the air. He walked with purpose, each step fueled by everything he'd endured in the last 24 hours. When he reached the building, the same tall man was leaning against the wall again, smoking something that smelled harsh and chemical. His eyes narrowed when he spotted Liam. "You again?" he said with a laugh. "Persistent little guy." Liam walked straight up to him. "We're going to talk." "Nah," the man said, flicking the ash off his cigarette. "You're going home before I break something." Liam didn't flinch. "You think threatening my sister was a good idea?" The man stepped closer, towering over him. "She owes money. People pay their debts." Liam took a slow breath. "She paid. With my name. With my life. And now you're going to fix it." The man laughed, loud and mocking. "Fix it? You think this is a movie? Think you can come here and intimidate me? You got nothing." Liam reached into his pocket and pulled out the note. "I have this." The man snatched it and glanced at it. "And?" "I also have her bag. And the bank records. And the fact that her fingerprint made the transfer. That means she stole the money because of you." The man shrugged. "She's a grown woman. Her choices. But I'm the one being punished for them." The man leaned closer, his breath reeking of smoke. "Not my problem." "It becomes your problem," Liam said, "when I make it one." The man raised a brow. "You threatening me?" "I'm telling you," Liam said calmly, "I'm done being your puppet. And I won't let you treat my sister like garbage anymore. So you're going to back off. You're going to stop calling her. And you're going to forget she exists." The man's face darkened. "Or what?" "Or I make sure you deal with someone bigger than me." The man scoffed. "Who?" Liam pointed at the security camera above the building entrance. "I watched the footage earlier." He didn't, but the man didn't know that. "Ava told me everything. Names, locations, amounts, and I left a file at home explaining all of it. If something happens to either of us, it gets sent to the police and your problems explode." The man's posture shifted. Not fear, but caution. "You're lying," he muttered. "Try me," Liam said. A tense silence stretched between them, the noise of traffic in the distance filling the space. The man looked him up and down like he was reassessing him. Finally, he threw the cigarette on the ground and crushed it. "Tell your sister she has one chance. I'll drop it. But if she ever shows her face around here again—" "She won't," Liam said sharply. "And she better not owe anybody anything. Ever again." She won't owe you, Liam replied. The man turned and walked inside without another word. Liam didn't move until the door slammed behind him. He didn't trust the guy, but he trusted fear. And the man had seen enough anger and enough confidence in Liam's eyes to think twice about pushing further. It wasn't perfect, but it was enough for now. He headed home, exhausted but determined. When he stepped inside, the living room was dimly lit. His parents sat on the couch, tense and silent. Ava sat opposite them, her hands clenched tightly together, her face red and damp with tears. His father scowled. "You disappeared all day. Where have you been?" "Finding the truth," Liam replied. Ava stood abruptly. "Liam." "No," Liam said firmly. "It's time." His father shot up. "Time for what?" Liam placed the bank document on the table. "For the truth. Ava stole the money, not me. The bank confirmed everything. Fingerprint, device, login. All hers." His mother shook her head weakly. Ava said, "Ava lied," Liam said, "to protect someone who was threatening her." Ava sobbed and covered her face. Liam didn't even have to push. The guilt poured out of her, raw and heavy. His father stared at her. "Is this true?" Ava nodded slowly, crying harder. "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to hurt anyone. I was scared. I didn't know what else to do." Liam didn't look away from their parents. "She didn't just frame me, she watched you all tear me apart and said nothing." His mother broke into tears. "Ava, how could you?" Ava sank to her knees, shaking. "I didn't mean for it to go that far. I thought I could fix it before anyone noticed. When they found out, I panicked." His father stepped back like he'd been struck. "We blamed the wrong child." Liam's voice softened, but only slightly. "Yes, you did." The room fell silent except for Ava's sobs. After several seconds, Liam pulled out the note. "And this is why." His father read it, eyes darkening. "Who gave her this?" "A man she was involved with. I handled it. He's out of the picture." His mother covered her mouth. "Oh God." Liam didn't ask for forgiveness. He didn't want apologies. He just wanted peace. "I'm moving out," he said simply. His mother gasped. "No, no, you can't." "I can," he replied. "And I will. I love you both. But I can't stay in a place where I can be condemned without evidence." Ava reached for him. "Liam, please, don't go." He didn't pull her hand away, but he didn't take it either. "I'll forgive you someday, but not tonight." She sobbed harder, collapsing into their mother's arms. Liam turned toward the door. "And hey," he added quietly, "to anyone watching this, make sure you subscribe, like, and drop a comment about what you would have done. Because sometimes family isn't as safe as you believe." And with that, he stepped out, free for the first time in a long time.